Hey Spiritus Mundi, this is Timothy Montalvo and Pond Lotus on Spiritus Mundi, and I'm here to speak about the Mirror of the Seven Winds. I've been pretty much a practitioner for about 12 years now, and I deal mainly with evocational, divinatory sciences, and I'm very happy to have been involved in some of the some projects that Christopher, owner of RenaissanceAstrology.com, has done. And in particular, I was really touched by the Mirror of the Seven Winds because it represented a very interesting blend of divinatory and evocational practices, namely spiritual invocation by the use of names, and then lastly a form of divination known as aeromancy, divination by clouds, or divination through the way that smoke forms through incense over a mirror. Originally, although what I'm going to be talking about right now is in a sense kind of a deviation from the traditional sense of using incense smoke for the process, because doing that will pretty much fill your whole house up with smoke, and that can send up that can cause your alarms to go off in the house, and plus it also releases a lot of carcinogens. I'm not really a fan of incense smoke, so I've tried to. So right now, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to show you a technique that I personally worked on that essentially negates incense smoke altogether and replaces it with mist, particularly water mist, to actually coat the mirror. Let's go over the structure of the seven winds. The Mirror of the Seven Winds is actually composed of roughly about the sigils of the seven planets, as well as all the seven winds and the archangels. It's suspended traditionally by a thorn brandle. For this operation, you're going to need a bottle of water, and you're going to need an easy-to-buy mister. When I say this actually produces mist through an ultrasonic generator. It's really interesting stuff. I'll show you how to put it together. You'll also need a bottle of water, or more properly put, the bottle. What you're going to do is you're going to cut a large hole right here in the side to actually feed the mister in, cut off the plastic here, and cut another reservoir hole right here for the mist to actually come out. You're going to then wrap it with a cord around the very top here to actually suspend it above the mirror. When you're finished with this process, you're going to have something that looks a lot like this. You can see I've actually cut a hole here for the actual mist to actually flow out of, and a hole to actually put the actual misting unit in. What you do is you actually place the mister inside the unit likewise to where it reaches the bottom. Then you're going to take a piece of saran wrap and place it over the mister top. This will prevent any water from escaping. When you use an ultrasonic mister, it creates a jet of water that tends to stream out, and you'll lose a lot of water that way. You want to make sure that the actual unit inside, the actual mister unit, faces towards the side of the bottle so that it doesn't shoot out your little reservoir there. You can use a little cord here to actually suspend it. Yeah, sorry about the interruptions. And then what you're going to do is you're going to actually turn it on. It's really easy. Sorry, I have to adjust the stand here so that y'all can see. Okay, there we go. This is what it looks like from the side. When you put it up against the wall, it'll actually kind of tilt forward and pretty much produce more mist at the top. Now what you can do with this also is then you're going to take the mirror and you suspend it up on a wall, and you're going to allow the mirror to essentially, the mist to actually go over the very the surface of the mirror. I'll demonstrate this for you shortly. Okay, Spiritus members, these are the cords that lead up all the way up to the wall and down to our misting unit. And as you can see, it's actually pouring mist over our mirror right here. And to give you guys a nice little demonstration of the mirror employing that, this is what the Mirror of the Seven Winds was supposed to look like. Well, in a new way, anyway. Hope you all enjoy. As you can see, when you see the mist actually pour over the center, even when you actually play this on slow motion, you'll be able to discern certain shapes forming in the center of the mirror. If you can actually look at these shapes symbolically, you can actually use this as a form of divination. But it does differ slightly from tradition because the mist is actually going down, not going up like incense smoke normally would. Again, this is our unit at work here. It's not traditional by any means, but the bonus behind it is it can actually go for hours. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the Mirror of the Seven Winds actually functions, well, from a different point of view. I mean, again, there is differences from the traditional where the smoke would rise up, and in the case of mist, it goes down. One other thought I'd like to actually bring to the community's consideration is that mist is made up of water. Smoke is made out of smoke and carcinogens. Mist actually can, to a degree, be very conductive to certain energies. So I feel that the mist method is probably a better medium for communion with spirit, in other words, the spirit, as opposed to incense smoke. Again, feel free to do what you feel resonates with you personally. I'd like to thank Christopher Warnock for creating this mirror and allowing me to actually work with it. And as for me, I work as a master tarot reader in the Bay Area. If you want a free reading, just give me a call, 760-707-2982. Thank you. Have a nice day.